All right, everyone, let's face it. Sometimes it feels like there are like a million different hair products out there.
Totally.
And figuring out what actually works
Right.
can feel like you're trying to like solve a chemistry equation.
Yay.
You just want something that makes your hair look amazing and not just like empty promises on a bottle.
Exactly.
So we asked you guys what you wanted to know more about, and you sent in a ton of questions about hair serums.
Oh, yeah.
So today, we're going deep into the world of hair serums.
Ooh, love it.
We're going to break down what they are, why people use them, how they actually work, and most importantly, how to find that perfect serum for you. So think of this as your like serum savviness shortcut.
Perfect.
You want to know more about hair serums? Awesome choice. We've got this article here that breaks it all down. So consider this your cheat sheet to amazing hair.
I love that.
Right. So first things first, what exactly is a hair serum? I feel like everyone's always talking about them.
Right.
But it's not just like fancy oil, right?
Right. It's not. You know, it's funny because a lot of people think serums and oils are the same.
Right.
But it really comes down to how they work.
Okay.
Oils, they mainly coat the hair, like adding a layer of shine on top.
Mm-hmm.
Serums are different. They're formulated to actually get inside the hair shaft.
Oh.
So it's kind of like oils are like a temporary gloss,
Yeah.
while serums are more like a deep conditioner that works from the inside out.
Okay, so it's like getting down to the molecular level with serums.
Exactly. Serums have these active ingredients in a super concentrated form,
Uh-huh.
and they're often tiny molecules that can actually penetrate the hair cuticle and like work their magic from within.
Whoa, it's like weaving its way in there.
Yeah. For example, some serums have these things called hydrolyzed proteins, which are basically broken down proteins that can actually rebuild damaged areas inside the hair shaft.
So we're talking about actual hair health here.
Absolutely. It's not just about shine and frizz control.
Yeah.
A good serum can really address a whole bunch of concerns like dryness, breakage, even protecting your hair from environmental damage, things like UV rays and pollution.
That's wild. Okay, so this article you sent mentions natural oils like argan and jojoba. Are those the like superstar ingredients in serums, or what should we be looking for?
Oh, yeah. Natural oils are definitely popular and for good reason. Argan oil, for example, is packed with antioxidants and fatty acids that nourish and strengthen hair.
Okay.
And then jojoba oil is amazing because it mimics the scalp's natural oil, sebum. So it's great for balancing oil production.
Okay, so it's not going to make it too oily.
Exactly. But honestly, there's a whole bunch of other ingredients out there that are beneficial too, like silicones for smoothness and shine, keratin to rebuild the protein structure of your hair, even vitamins like biotin to support overall hair health.
Okay, but how do we know which ingredients are right for our specific hair type and concerns? Like I said before, there's like a million different serums out there.
Yeah.
It can get a little overwhelming.
It can, but honestly, it doesn't have to be. The trick is to think about your hair goals first. Do you want to tame frizz, boost shine, repair damage, or maybe all of the above? And then you got to consider your hair type, Is it oily, dry, thick, fine, color treated?
Yeah.
Once you figure that out, you can narrow down your ingredient list.
Okay, that makes sense.
So for instance, someone with fine, oily hair might want to avoid heavy oils and instead look for a lightweight serum with humectants to attract moisture without weighing their hair down.
Okay, so it's all about reading that ingredient list.
It is.
I'm usually just grabbing whatever smells nice.
Haha, I get it. A nice scent is definitely a bonus.
Yeah.
But pay attention to those ingredients, and the order they're listed in matters too, because the first few are usually like the majority of the formula.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
Now, this article also mentions some popular serums.
Yeah.
And even DIY options.
Yeah.
And I was actually surprised to see that you can make your own serum at home.
I know, right? It's way easier than you think.
Really?
For example, if you just want a simple shine boost, you could mix a carrier oil, something like sweet almond oil, with a few drops of rosemary essential oil. And rosemary is known to stimulate hair growth, and it smells amazing.
Okay, see, I learned something new already.
Yeah.
Okay, so once we've got our serum, any tips on how to use it correctly? I've definitely been guilty of using way too much and ending up with greasy hair.
Yeah, I've been there. It happens to the best of us. But less is more definitely applies to serums.
Okay.
Start with a tiny amount, maybe like a pea-sized drop or two, and focus on the mid-lengths and ends of your hair. Avoid the scalp, especially if you have oily hair.
Right.
But you can always add more if you need to.
Okay, that's a good reminder. And how often should we be using serum? Is it like an everyday thing or more of a weekly treat?
Again, it really depends on your hair type and the specific serum you're using. If you have dry or damaged hair, you might benefit from using it more often. maybe 2 to 3 times a week. But for most people, once or twice a week is enough to see results.
Got it. This article also mentioned some common myths about serums, like the idea that they can make your hair grow faster.
Oh yeah, that's a popular one.
Is there any truth to that?
Well, certain ingredients like rosemary oil can definitely promote a healthy scalp,
Uh-huh.
and that can potentially create a more favorable environment for hair growth.
Right.
But serums can't like magically speed up the hair growth cycle. Hair growth is largely determined by genetics and your overall health.
Okay. Mystery solved.
Oh, yeah.
So it seems like serums are a great addition to any hair care routine,
Absolutely.
but it's all about choosing the right one and using it wisely.
Exactly. And healthy hair really starts from within too.
Mm-hmm.
A balanced diet, managing your stress levels, and overall well-being all play a huge role in how your hair looks and feels.
Okay, great advice. Now, armed with all this serum knowledge, I'm ready to go conquer the hair care aisle.
Yes! Go get them!
Thanks for breaking it all down for us.
Oh, my pleasure. And remember, finding the perfect serum might take a little trial and error, but don't give up because once you find the one that works for you, it can really transform your hair care routine.